Hello everyone. Today we have a representative of Banjul Youth Committee. Today we're gonna ask him how his committee is going about in Banjul and some of the difficulties that they face as a committee in Banjul. So sir, can you please tell us your name and a brief intro of your committee in Banjul?
My name is Issa Hasso, the chairman of the Banjul Youth Committee. The Banjul Youth Committee, it is an act of parliament, that is the National Youth Council Act of Parliament 2000. That was when this institution was established. In that formation also, we have what we call the structures, which is the regional structures. And then among the regional structure, we have Banjul, which is also part of this regional structure. Banjul Youth Committee is headed by a chairman with an executive, and but then we also have what we call the district regional committees. All the chairpersons in the consequences are automatically members of the regional committee, and from there also we have what we call the secretariat, and at our secretariat we have staffs from the same ministry, which is the Ministry of Youth and Sports, but the secretariats are staffed under the Department of Planning and Programs. Those are the people that are doing the administrative job, and then we are the governance team, that is the committee we have. So what happened is, like, when you are a chairman of the region, automatically you are a council member at the National Youth Council.
That is you as a chairman?
Yeah, me as the chairman, I'm representing the young people of Banjul at the National Youth Council board, because that's how the board is formed. That's how the board of National Youth Council is working. All the regional chairpersons from Banjul to Basse are all, the member of that board, including the female. We used to have what we call the female rep also. The female rep normally is been appointed by the minister, and then the board chairman also is used to be appointed by the minister, and then there is also someone that will represent the minister in the board, that is the director of directorate at the programs and planning. Yeah.
Okay, you were talking about the ministry. Which ministry are you referring to?
We're talking of the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
The Ministry of Youth and Sport. And as a chairman, what are your achievements since you were the chairman?
Well,
which year have you started being the chairman?
I started being the chairman in 2008, and since we came in as a chairman, as a body, we have been working so hard, because it is not easy when at the regional structure, because we don't have money, and it's not like the National Youth Council is giving us subvention now. Unless and until when we have program, we write to them and they fund it. Most of our programs, they used to fund it together also with the city council, because normally these are the bodies that we are working with. That is the reason why we also have what we call, it is in our time that we have the youth councillor appointed by the youth committees. It is during our tenure as council members. After this, the change of government in 2016, we also deem it necessary, because it is in the local government act that it has to be in consultation with us, and then we have to say thank the mayors this time around, the local authorities. They did a great job on that, because they allow us to do the process by appointing someone we feel can represent us well, and those are what of the achievement that we made as a team. And then again, in Banjul we never have a youth committee. Astaghfirullah, we never, since our inception, and even before me, because I was in the previous committee, I was a member there, but we don't even have a youth center. And then through our partners, that is the NYC, we have been engaging the minister, we have been engaging the authorities. The plan was there since the previous regime. That was when the late Abdullah Ba, the former mayor of Banjul, was there. The plan were there, and then initially what they said was the former youth center, the place where we have it is not, conducive, and then maybe the space is not there. Okay. So they suggested to move it somewhere else, but it could not materialize. But then with this new government, and then under the leadership of our worship, the late mayor, they also decided to move it from the previous place to Kampama. That's where now we have it. We are going to have the youth center. The contract has been signed, and now it has been handed over also to the contractor. And then again, it is during our time we set up the Children National Assembly in the Gambia. It is first of its kind. Now the children in the Gambia also, they have their own National Assembly, and we set it. And then the way we set it, that was do but through consultations we have with our partners, the likes of UNICEF, because UNFPA rather. Yeah, UNICEF.
Does
Yeah,
it mean
that's
like
UNICEF.
you went to schools in order to set up the
Yeah,
national?
yeah. The Children National Assembly was set up like that because what we did was after the consultations,
How was the selection done?
the
You went to
selection.
schools and chose the
Yeah,
most
no, we didn't
intelligent
choose.
people,
We
or what?
didn't choose. What
How was
happened
it
is
done?
we wrote to schools that
Okay.
we are setting up this with our concept, and then the constitution, everything was sent to the schools.
Yeah.
The schools authority digest, and then we asked them to send in people for the congress. And then, but before the congress, we invite them, we orient them, and then we have a long day program with them to put this to them that this is for you people. And then when we were doing this, we said it is we don't need any adult interference in it. So we send letters to the schools, and then they decided to pick, or to choose students that they feel can represent them well, and they must be citizens of Banjul,
Okay,
because yeah.
What inspired you people to come up with the Children National?
Yeah, we think that the young people, the children also, their voices need to be heard.
Okay.
Because we have the NYP, that is the National Youth Parliament, where I and you belongs to.
All
That
right.
is for the young people. And then we also have the Adult National Assembly, that is the big one. So we also feel, we deem it necessary that the children voices also needs to be heard.
Yeah,
So that was the
absolutely.
reason why we set up this, and every region have 15 members. Altogether you have 105 members from. Yeah.
That's amazing. I think other councils will learn from you people. But anyway, is your committee a registered committee, and what were the possible problems and the solutions that you
Now
people
our
came up
committee,
with?
people need to register to us, but no, we don't.
To register as a member?
Yeah, yes,
Or
but
if you are someone living in the campus, can you register in the Banjul to be part of the committee?
it depends on this type of organization you have, because I said it here earlier on that we have two different types. You have the national structures, that is when you have these national characters, those are the organizations that operate countrywide.
Okay.
And then we do have also the ones that want to register only in the region. And then per se, if you want to be in Kanifing, and unless and until you want to register it national, then you don't register with any of the youth structures. So you go and register with the National Youth Council. But then if you want to register it as a region, even of course if you are in Banjul and you want to register it with us, if you are in Kenya and you want to register with us, of course it's Gambia. We will allow you to register your organization in Banjul and then operate, and then make sure that at the end of the day when you register you need to be sending reports, so that, because that's the part of the monetary programs we're doing, because we need to know what you are doing as an organization, because you cannot just be operating under us and then we don't know even the way you are operating. So that is not because that's our responsibility. We are there to monitor and then to guide, and then the regional structures, and then all the organizations that are operating within.
Okay, what has been going around that your committee has been facing challenges regarding this youth center project that has been going on in Banjul? Can you please tell us a little bit about your struggles regarding that?
For the youth center, I may say we are not going there. We don't have any problem with it. The only issue we have, and then we lazy to the youth councillor, because he is the one representing us at the council, and then he's the one that is making our voice heard at the council. And when this thing started, we, of course, as I told you earlier, it is something we have been pushing since the former regime. And then we have been, we knew that it is coming, of course, and because the plan was out even before this new dispensation. But then what we were not happy with was because we saw it. People like me, I only saw it on Sahel, that was on Facebook, when I showed them handing over the project to the contractor. We are indeed very happy of having it, to be honest with you.
But you guys
But then
were not.
we wish we were there, because
Okay.
we have to, because we feel that if this thing belongs to us, I think we should be involved,
Yeah.
in it from the onset.
Your
That is
presence was
from,
very
our
significant.
our presence at that place, at that juncture, was definitely, it would have been, something else, because we would have made it a very, very nice program, by having us there, so that, because the reason why we always wanted to be there is like, I'm the one representing the young people. When it happens, people called me and then asking me about the issue of the Youth for Excellence. Of course, I have to tell you, sometimes I will try, and then because I will gather information from what I saw on the social media, and then to give it to the people, because it is something we we are very happy of. Though, we wanted to be there so that at least we'll give you first-hand information.
Exactly.
You understand? I will not give you information that I will only collect from people or information I will read through the social media. That was an issue, but then it was sorted out because we consulted the youth councillor, which was Abdullah, and then he raised it up. And then we also wrote a letter to the mayor and then showing her our happiness, but then also asking to give us an audience to talk to her.
Okay, and what are some of the projects that you guys are currently working on in Banjul?
Yeah, presently in Banjul, we have some projects that we're working on because as a committee, the National Youth Council is going to fund this. We want to train our registered organizations, presidents, and they're not actually all the members. We register the organization, not the members.
Okay.
So the head of the organization, we need to train them on leadership so that they also know how to, manage, the organizations. Because, sometimes it's not easy. Like, we can just be in the VU and then set up, we go and register it, But we need to enlighten them. We need to train them, to make sure that they will at least be there. Yeah.
Any plans on the upcoming NECOF that is going to be hosted?
Very well. We have a lot of plans on the upcoming NECOF. We want it to be a NECOF of a different, because Banjul is the capital city of this country, and then we have the political support from the local authorities, that is the city council. Her worship, I will tell you, started helping us since before she even becomes the mayor, because I remember last year when we were going to Basse, and then though, that was during the political time, and then she pledged, and then she gave us definitely almost $60,000 with other materials that we were using during our stay in Basse. So, and then this year also, we drafted our budget, and then we have been doing our consultation. As we are speaking, as I'm speaking to you, we're waiting for the roadmap, because we have drafted a roadmap that we're going to use as a council, that is at the national level. Because we're going to work towards that roadmap to make sure that all the local organizing committees within the regions will be inaugurated. From there, they kickstart their work. But nonetheless, that is not stopping people from working. As I am talking to you, we have set up, and then the council have now furnished our office, that is the National, the Banjul Youth Committee office, with new computers, and then probably we'll be having our internet most likely next week.
Okay, yeah. You can just tell us what are your long-term and your short-term goals?
Yeah, our long-term goals are to make sure that everybody in Banjul will know the existence of the youth committee, because we have that problem. We need to go out to sensitize the people, to make them know that this thing belongs to us. I am only there because it is not like a paid job. We are all sacrificing that, but then we will do our utmost to make sure that before we leave office, everybody in Banjul will know the existence of the youth committee, and then we are not only going to do it through community outreach, but we'll also be engaged in some series of programs whereby we'll be involving people so that they will know the existence of this committee. And then also with the Children National Assembly, as I'm speaking, we'll be having radio programs, series of radio programs, to also make the children in this, because the Children National Assembly also are helping. We are only there to guide. We are guiding them. We want to groom them so that when they reach 18, they will be able to proceed. To take up responsibility now. So that is the reason why we're doing it. So we'll also be engaging them on series of programs. As I'm speaking, we'll be leaving the Banjul to Tendaba tomorrow to train them on FGM and then child marriage. So we want to help these people so that the children out there also will know the existence of the Children National Assembly.
Wow, that was an amazing interview with Mr. Sow. I just hope that the other councils will learn from you, because anything that you need to do, you have to start from the grassroots level. Our children's voices matters a lot, as you said, and thank you.
Yeah, for more amazing, interesting and inspiring videos, you can like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe on our YouTube channel by hitting